At one forward, making his second appearance in an All-Star game, from the Utah Jazz, 6'5", Adrian Dantley.
Northeast Washington, D.C., on Sergeant Road. This is where it all started, really.
Nurtured at Washington, D.C.'s DeMatha High and later at Notre Dame, a two-time All-America at Notre Dame, Dantley led all scorers in helping the U.S. Olympic team win gold in 1976.
Number 44, Adrian Dantley. Adrian Dantley is one of just 10 Notre Dame players to earn consensus All-America honors. He also earned consensus All-America honors during both his sophomore and junior years. Dantley went on to lead the Irish in scoring as a sophomore, pouring in 30.4 points per game, the second highest average in the nation, and remains the last Irish player to average more than 10 rebounds a game in consecutive seasons. Quite a feat for a young man just 6 feet 5 inches tall. Even though he left school after his junior season for the NBA, Dantley still ranks second on Notre Dame's all-time scoring list behind Austin Carr.
They'll take the air out of it. Oh, here's the steal. Dantley goes all the way.
Adrian led the 1976 U.S. Olympic gold medal winning basketball team in scoring before beginning his 15-year NBA career by winning the Rookie of the Year award.
Into Walton. He can't score. Cernovich. Myers. Shoemate. It's all over.
Finishing second on the team in scoring with 18.3 points per game, including 9 in the legendary upset of UCLA in January of 1974.
in Utah, Dantley was a two-time NBA scoring champion, averaging 30 or more points 4 straight seasons.
At every level, when coach needed a bucket, they always had me play low. I always scored.
It's been well documented. You're not 6'8", you're not 6'9", but once you took somebody down this block, it was the torture chamber.
You always want to take a guy inside and school him a little bit.
At 6'5", he could post up a 7-footer without any problem and take him to the hole and get results.
28 now for Adrian Dantley in the first half.
Number 4, scored a lot of points.
Adrian hurrying down the court, goes in and scores. Dantley has 33 points.
There was no way you could say I'm just going to stop him from scoring. It wasn't going to happen.
The best pump fake literally in the game.
The 24-second clock, he could spend 22 of it doing this. And the other guys, his teammates were having a sandwich and sleeping half the time.
There's certain things you can't teach a player. He was the best at drawing fouls.
Trying to go to Dantley,
the master of N1.
And guys didn't realize that until they started reaching. And he said, yeah, you reach, I teach.
You have to love his game, but he used to just take so long on the free throw line.
I was like, I know everybody popping, locking, but Adrian I was like, what is that? He got like an ill jerk. Yeah.
You'll have to ask him what he would say when he rolled that ball.
Look at all that. Oh, yeah, girl. Okay. Let me get my shoulders. How you doing today, huh? Did you miss me? Yeah, I missed you too.
And the Jazz could get the lead. They've made the last 4 points. Dantley down the middle. He tries. Kareem scores around him. Under the basket is Dantley. Duran gets it to Dantley, and Dantley scores because of a very bad play by Mike McGee. And the front court to Green. In low to Dantley. Turn, puts it up, scores. And with the ball in the front court, Green. Green gives the ball to Griffith, and Griffith to Green underneath to Dantley. Here comes Brewer. Dantley scores anyway, despite a double team. Telling you, 65-47. Dantley at the other end. He's playing awfully well, too. And he is fouled by Jimmy Brewer. One-on-one. It was not on Brewer, it was on Kareem, the foul. Bounce under to Dantley. Here he comes. Put it up. Kareem blocked it. Dantley gets it back. Puts it up and in. Boy, he's good in that second effort. Dantley playing a fair gift to Shays, and Shays the dribble on Kareem. Stops at the free throw line. Bounce into Dantley. Puts it up and puts it in. Green front court over to Dantley. Rides it under the score. Oh. Green's got the ball to Poquette underneath to Dantley. Put it up and score it again.
Once again, jumping back towards Kareem.
Now the ball in low to Dantley. There. Kareem taking the concession basket. Timeout, the Lakers.
Kareem knew he couldn't do anything about it, so he just let him go. Technical foul
on Adrian Dantley. Now he's out of the game. Dantley's gone. He knows what he said. He's gone.
On Christmas Day, there was a knock on my front door. It was Adrian, and he said, "Coach, I need the key to the gym. I got to work out."
Ranking 7th all-time in free throws made. Using a lethal combination of strength and savvy, Dantley always seemed to be one step ahead of opposing defenses.
I think the most disciplined player I've ever been around in my life. With his preparation, with his professionalism, with his discipline. Those are all things you need to become a world champion. He embodied all those things. Did not deviate from his rituals, from his preparation, from what he ate, from what he drank.
At times, he would never even touch a basketball in August. He would jump rope and stay in shape. But to stay in physical shape and do the little things extra to stay strong, to keep his weight down.
For getting guys off the ground. He had his own way of putting the ball in the basket, putting his body on guys, getting them off balance. He shot a great percentage.
And then like an eye surgeon, he would cut that defender up.
7-3 by San Antonio in the early going. Nice pass underneath, gets the layup, and now Utah does have the lead. Out of there to Green. Here comes Green into the forecourt to Dantley. Driving layup. Utah's on the run. He's outlet to Green. Ahead he comes to Dantley. Nice pass. The shot is up, and Mitchell went for a block, but couldn't get it, and Dantley scores. San Antonio will have the ball out of bounds to the Utah Jazz again on the first team foul on the Spurs. Inside Scurry gets it to Dantley. Dantley down low, gets his 11th point with a little spinning hook. Bailey looking for a dump down pass. It goes to Dantley. Dantley whirls in the lane. Shot good. Malone out of there, pass to Green. Green running into the forecourt. Lamp is there. Green baseline right to Dantley. Layup good. Yes, to talk basketball in general around the valley. As a pass inside, a beautiful pass by Malone into Dantley. He scores easily. Dantley behind the defense. He goes in on Matthews. Spins away from Mitchell and scores. They'll put two B's on the wall now. As here comes Green to Dantley. Driving layup good, and he's fouled. Pops it down inside to Dantley. Dantley in traffic. Hooks it and scores. Dantley for 33 points tonight. Ahead to Green. Bounce pass. Dantley driving layup good. A poke away by Green down the other end of the court. Dantley driving layup good. Dantley with 10 in the quarter. 37 for the game now. Here comes Green. Back to Dantley. Driving layup by Dantley. It's up good, and he's fouled by Robertson. 41 points by Adrian Dantley, who will also go to the foul line and shoot free throws. 115 to 108. Dantley tries to add points to it and does. He fakes a pass inside, goes to Dantley. Dantley with a season high of 43. Outside with the ball, down inside they go to Dantley. He can't afford to do that, as Dantley just keeps pouring on the coal.
One of the most prolific scorers in NBA history. In '86, he joined the Pistons and played a pivotal role in dethroning the Celtics 2 years later.
He was truly a teacher for me personally, as close to him as I have been with any teammate I've ever had.
He brought us to another level because what he gave us was an ability to get to the free throw line 8-10 times a game.
Big basket by a big-time player.
I think a lot of people are pleasantly surprised. It's worked out great because the Pistons had never been to the finals, and I think AD is a big reason that we're in the finals now.
And I think that every guy that you would talk to from those teams back then would tell you that he helped prepare us to be world champions. He was around us. He was, he showed those things day in and day out. Other guys picked up on it. And by the time we went on to win a world championship, he had ingrained those things into our team.
Dantley goes on McHale. Got Kevin in the air and hit the layup. Now he drives for the hoop and gets two. Dantley again, that move to the hoop. Celtics now a 12-2 run. Lambeer still can't hit. Dantley a rebound for two. Dantley trying to be that. Too hard off the glass. Loose ball. Dantley gets it back and hits it. 16 first half points for Larry Bird. Coming back. Dantley again backs his way in on Bird. Adrian the hook for two.
So far it's been a one-on-one battle between Bird and Dantley and Bird.
Dantley blows right past McHale. No weak side help and the easy layup. Dantley wide open for the pass back from Lambeer. That's been seesawing from 5 to 3 since. Nice lob to Dantley.
Parrish forced him outside. Dantley hits the set shot.
Great hustle by Lambeer.
Dantley gives away about an inch on the day. Isaiah Thomas driving pass. Bird blocks it. The shot clock sounds.
Wants it. And he knocks it in.
As Dantley in the corner who takes it inside. Adrian Dantley.
Throughout this period, Dantley drives in. The Pistons are looking for their first lead of this game, and Adrian Dantley gives it to him. Dantley coming back against Bird. He can do no wrong today. Now, Adrian Dantley with 25. Dantley. There's Adrian Dantley doing what he does best. Dantley gets the roll and 10 points. Dantley. Dantley, 14 to 12. Dantley. Dantley working against Bird again and hitting again. Dantley comes back and gives Detroit the margin of one. Into the crowd, here's Dantley again, and the Pistons are up by 4. And Dantley at the other end.
Can he get out fast on the wing?
Here's the break. Dantley. And a turnover. Vincent threw it away into the hands of Dumars, and Dantley. Detroit, 62 to 46. Get 2 more and a foul.
And midway through the following season, Dantley was traded to Dallas. But he left his mark on Detroit's eventual back-to-back championship teams.
Dantley didn't like the fact that Rodman was taking away his minutes.
This is a guy that was the leading scorer in the NBA. Wasn't sitting well with him.
Dantley is on the bench. No longer the big cheese as he was in Utah. And he's had to adjust here in Detroit.
Chuck went to take Dantley out of the game, and he wouldn't come out of the game.
It was the worst verbal fight I've ever seen in the NBA.
You have to close ranks. It's like a spring. Every year, the spring comes tighter and tighter and tighter and tighter, and eventually it's going to explode.
Chuck met with Dantley behind closed doors. We heard them yelling for about a half hour.
It's hard to believe this is your 14th season in this NBA, but time flies when you're having fun. You're with this ball club. You're 10th all-time in the leading scoring department. Ironically, the man ahead of you, one of your boyhood idols, Elgin Baylor. That must be a thrill.
Yes, Elgin was my idol when I was little, and I think I'm about 600-some points away. It just feels good. All it does is it tells you is that you took care of yourself and you pretty much stayed healthy to be around this long.
Did you get a ring from Detroit?
No, I didn't. I don't know anything about that at all.
You don't know anything about that at all? I think you deserved one.
Well, it's a tough business, and those things can happen, and right now it's over with now.
Adrian Dantley.
But he is one of the special ones in the history of our basketball program. Let's bring it in. Come on in, AD. Get in here with us, all right? Let's bow our heads. Father, thank you for helping us play together as a unit, keeping us away from injury. Through your name we pray. Amen. 1, 2, 3, together.
Dantley retired as the NBA's 9th all-time leading scorer.
He was named to 6 NBA All-Star teams and won the NBA Comeback Player of the Year award in 1984. Dantley played for 7 NBA teams and scored 23,177 points, still the 20th best total in NBA history. This past September, Dantley was enshrined in the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame in Springfield, Massachusetts.
Ladies and gentlemen, Adrian Dantley.
Thank you very much. It's such an honor to be here. I met as a freshman at Morgan's Clinic with Coach Bobby Knight. He said, if I work hard, I would be a great player. I had to remain focused through the changes and the trades while constantly proving that I belong in this game.